world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite, before I came to campsites. I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Just like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, ay. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is, she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last air. I'm truly up. Make a move on us, we tune you up. Absolutely, man, we know you confused. You ain't fooling us. In the cut with them bad bitches trying to cool it up.
For whom our state, this whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? It's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. One West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
Yes, if I'm a prophet, I say absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet, I say absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Ooh, you can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dressed you up in all black, urged you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in, abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Cracker take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in all black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. My bad, Salakia. These folks is acting crazy in these damn comments. Give me 1 second. I saw one comment on here I got to get rid of. Got one of them on here. Yeah, I got to get rid of because they are extremely, extremely volatile. You know what I'm saying? Extremely volatile in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second so I can get rid of those. All right, now I don't see the shit, but I know it's on here. I just saw it. I did not like that. Oh, but Salakia, I'm gonna have to come back to it probably. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. That's it. No, that's it right there. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that one. All right, be good. We back. All right, Salakia for that. Had to get rid of that comment there. We got a little video on the one of our videos on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And it's done got to gained a lot of attention. This is about the little kids. You know what I'm saying? That was shooting at the police officers, and of course everybody's weighing in, and because you have some of our people that just refuse to want to see or admit where we are at in society. You know what I'm saying? For us to be in 2025 and still have to deal with the things that we deal with and not be able to say that yes, the oppressor, the colonizer, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It speaks a lot about the Stockholm syndrome that we face, but it also shines light on why we stay stuck in the situation that we in. We can't seem to get ourselves out. Why we refuse to listen to the word of the Lord. Why we refuse to, you know what I'm saying, adhere to this Bible. We in Isaiah it says, "Is Israel a homeborn slave?" And it's an amazing phenomenon to witness, but we truly are a homeborn slave. We don't see anything wrong with this place. You know what I mean? So I had to, again, address that. And it's amazing how we have some mean, spiteful words for one another. Well, but when it comes to that oppressor, we make up every excuse in the book to not hurt his feelings, his or her feelings. But Salakia for that, we're back, we good, we up, we live. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. Friday. We up on the book. We up on Instagram. Let me pull that page up so I'll be able to see if anybody comments on there. Get that page up and going just so I can see what's going on. Make sure I see if anybody logs in on there, have anything to say. There we go. Going just so I can see. Turn the volume on. I don't need to hear myself twice. All right, so we good. We up on YouTube. On the usual suspects are here. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York. under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible that blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, so-called, are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. And in that very same Bible, you know what I'm saying, it tells us that the oppressor, the colonizer, you know what I mean, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization. None whatsoever. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? No Christian organization, no fake Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? No gorilla. You feel me? Not none at all. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and if it's not from us, the ISUPK, it is not the truth. No one, your pastor, those fake groups with the little baby doll tassels on their shirt. You feel me? Your favorite entertainer, your favorite star, your favorite motivational speaker. None of them are authorized to speak on the Bible if they are not here inside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The reason why we say so-called because those titles, Black, Latino, Native Indian, all those are titles that we got from the oppressor. From the slave master. The very names that we call ourselves is proof and evidence of who we are. The language that we speak is proof and evidence of who we are. The status that we have, we hold in this country and in the world abroad is proof of who we are. I mean, you can't get around it. You can't get around it. Deuteronomy 28:68 says that God's children were going to go into slavery on slave ships. You know what I mean? And they were going to build up everybody's empire. The things that have happened to us haven't happened to anybody else. And even with all that being said, some very simple, quick Google searches, we still would rather sit deaf, dumb, and blind and ignorant of who we are, as opposed to coming in its truth and following the Most High. Nothing else has worked. You know, I'm tempted to use a line that Trump said. Trump got on that podium and said, "What do you have to lose?" Talking to my blacks out there, what do you have to lose? You feel me? What do you have to lose? Y'all, we've tried everything else, man. It's about time we try the Most High. But to wild for everybody joining in. Again, this is the Lashawan Qadash class where we come to learn our language. Before we got off those slave ships, we had a language, and that language was the Lashawan Qadash, and this is where we come back to learn that. I want to say, give a courtesy salute for all the brothers that have joined us tonight. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shabarakatha, Thumb, Salakia, to all the Akim, all the brothers that's out there, and to all the Akwafim, Yahweh Shema, Thumb, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, for all the Akwafi and all the sisters that's out there joining us. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. We do this class a little bit different. With this class here, I'm actually going to get ready to drop a link shortly inside of the chat so that you can actually log on and participate. You can jump on in, get your Hebrew on. You can jump in, get your Hebrew on. You know what I'm saying? Speak, learn how to speak, read, and so forth. The Hebrew, the Lashawan Qadash, our language. This is more of a classroom setting we try to provide. Just so you can get that practice of actually speaking and talking that Hebrew. Learning that language can be very difficult, especially in the damn captivity, because you're working all the time. So the things that you want to kind of take the time to learn and do for yourself, it can be very difficult in this captivity that we're under. You always got to work, got to worry about the kids, got to worry about this, worry about that, trying to worry about putting food on the table and keeping something to dry over the top of your head. And it can be very challenging to learn anything new, especially a language. So again, if you are able to join on, log in, you know what I mean, by all means, I'm on the link that I put in the chat, hit that link, come on in. Now, if you are a sister, you want to make sure that your head is covered when you come in. And if you are a brother, you want to make sure that your head is uncovered. You may be looking at me and saying, if this is your first time, well, you got that nice shining thing on your head. Well, it's open at the top and it is uncovered. Same thing when you see us wear our war scars. It amazes me how many folks who ain't never heard of Israelite, ain't never heard of Judah outside of some Haile Selassie, Ethiopian garbage. And outside of that, they ain't never heard of Judah, never heard of Ephraim, never knew that the Bible was for the Israelites. But yet and still, they'll jump on there and try to question the very people that taught you who you were to begin with. You know what I mean? So again, the water for everybody joining us tonight. This is the Lashawan Qadash class for tonight. A little bit of a review, building on what we learned the last time that I was in here. The last time that I taught class, I shared this class with Officer 1000 Mataza Akara. You know what I'm saying? I shared this class with him, and he taught a nice class last week. So I'm going to be building off the things that I taught the last time that I was in here. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Like I said, somewhat of a review. We're going to utilize some of that stuff we learned last time I was in here. We're going to use a little bit of it tonight. Then we're going to get to these scriptures, the scriptures that we're going to be reading from tonight. Salakia, I said I was going to put that in the description from now on, and I did not this time. And where am I? Okay, and it's actually going to be Exodus chapter 28 verse 18, up to Exodus chapter 29 and verse 23. That's what we'll be reading tomorrow for the Abad Shabbat. We're going to hit a couple of those scriptures tonight before we get out of here, Lord willing. And that's the itinerary for class tonight. So nothing too major, a little bit of a review of what we done already went over. And then we're going to put a little bit of that review in practice. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. What's the use of learning something, anything, if you can't use it practically? What sense does that make? If I teach you everything in theory, you know what I'm saying? How to count, but not using real numbers. You know how to count, but these are not the numbers that we use here. We use a whole different decimal system or something like that. That would make no sense. And that's kind of what you get when you go to that church. That church teaches you a lot of fairy tales and fables and stories and make-believe that you really can't use or apply to real life. Superman can stop bullets, but how can you in your neighborhood when they flying over your head? So it's good to watch the movies. It's very entertaining. Spend $30 on a bucket of popcorn, but then you walk out of it and you can't utilize that in real life. Well, in here, you're going to learn how to stop them for real. You know what I mean? You're going to learn how to stop them for real and in real life because it's practical knowledge. So get the water for everybody joining us. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started once we get through our foundational practice. Not no foundational Black American. Ain't no FBA junk. No, nothing like that. I don't want to confuse you. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in that mess over here. The new African Americans. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go over our basics. My basics are our alphabet, pronouns, and so forth, and go from there. Why did my light go off? You should be getting good juice over there. All right, check. I'm straight. You son of a gun, you okay? Oh, let's stop acting up. All right, we back. Pay for these damn lights. They ain't gonna work unless you got some juice connected to them. They ain't gonna help us at camp. All right, but we back. All right, so again, the water for everybody joining us. We're going to get started. We're going to start with our alphabet first. Salaki, I'm tripping. Ain't nobody remind me said nothing about it. Let's see who all we got with us tonight. First off, let me go ahead and get this invite in the chat. Let me put that in the chat so you'll have it. All right, bet. So the link is in the chat for you to join the stream if you're able to, even if you can't get on visually. If you can get on audibly, that'll be good as well. So the link is in the chat for you to join. Let's see who all we got with us tonight. All right, so I don't see anybody on the book on so I just put it up in there. Let me know if you can't see it, Aquafar. I think yours is your comment came after I put it in. I think we were putting it in and you was typing at the same time. But that link should be in the chat. Yep, you see it. I see you on the backstage. That'll work. All right, so that link should be in the chat so y'all can join on. Again, it won't be too difficult of a class tonight. It ain't gonna be no Officer Mataz Akara class. I put it like that. It ain't gonna be no Officer Mataz Akara class. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just playing. I'm joshing, how they say. My brother teaches a great class. You know what I'm saying? All right, so who we got with us tonight? We got Aqua for Aya checking in with us tonight out of Chester. Yahweh Shema, Alathon Bahashem Yahushai. And if you haven't, y'all make sure y'all check out that new visions. That new visions, you know what I mean? You can get the latest and greatest UPK drip. You can be just as fresh as you see. As I had a brother ask me today, can I wear one of those? I said, you can wear one of these, but I have my cover on. I said, but you're going to have to work for that. You're going to have to work for that cover, but you can buy anything else that we got. You can get you a UPK shirt. You want to show support, no sweat. You feel me? And New Visions has some great attire. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all check that out. We got Princess Tazarai. Princess Tazarai here. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shai. Always good to have you with us, sis. You know what I'm saying? Always good to see you checking in with us. We also have Aqua Tharapa in the building. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shai to you as well. We got Aqua Fana. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shai to you. We got Aqua Tower Boff checking in. Yahweh Shema about Shem Yahweh shout to you as well. Since we got my brother Officer 1000 Mataza Akara checking in. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabarakatha. Probably feel like you already been in class because I done blew your phone up 20 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't had enough Hebrew practice already. And he's still in here. What's your excuse? You know what I'm saying? What's your excuse? We got Officer Yabaka in the building. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabarakatha. You know what I'm saying? That dealt with that new soldier. Now I ain't seen him since he got here. Zion probably half my size already. Zion is probably half my size already. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shema done about Shemi Yahweh shout out Azara Ka. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations again on that little one. I know them little ones can be very energy drained. They can be they don't come energy efficient at all. Them little ones suck up all your energy, and y'all be just as sleepy and tired as they is. So again, the fact that you're still in class, tuning in with us, you know what I mean, speaks a lot, speaks volume. So hopefully everything is going to wow with the little soldier. I know your little man. He was amped. He was already ready to be a big bruh. So I know he helping out a whole bunch. Sometimes they be helping and you want them to stop helping. They help so damn much. But you know, hopefully everything is going to wow with y'all, and it's good to have y'all in class with us as well tonight. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna start with our alphabet, or our characters, our foundation first, and we're gonna go from there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and get it up. Maybe we're gonna put it. There we go. That's gonna be the first one we're gonna do tonight. I'm probably gonna do a little adjusting on the screen, but it's gonna be all right. They like. I would say little vampires, but I normally reserve that title for devils. You know what I'm saying? I normally reserve vampires for devils. You know what I mean? So you know, I won't say that for the little one, but they do suck up all your energy. You know what I mean? They take all your energy. You know what I mean? But it's a beautiful thing, though. Like I said, you got that little one. I know he helping. I know he helping. I know he trying to help. You feel me? And that's good. That you know they're so close in age, they'll be able to grow up and play together. You know, ain't nothing like a little big brother. I had one of them too. Ain't nothing like a little big brother helping out. All right, so let's go ahead and get it. We're gonna start with our characters. So for our characters, our foundation. If you don't, I'm not really the sisters and brothers and sisters in our class, but if you're new to the class, you want to make sure that you're taking notes. You also want to make sure that you put your city name and state in the chat so we know how to properly address you. You know what I mean? You get credit for being in class, and you know that you just have an overall better experience. Don't be shy. You got a question about anything, you know what I mean? Go ahead and drop that question in there. Now, tonight is the Lashawan Qadash class, but we will do our best to facilitate and answer that question. And, you know, yeah, don't be shy. This ain't the church. This ain't the church. This ain't the church. We're not going to tell you to hope and pray and seal and deal and whatever the hell they be saying. We're going to give you the answer, thus saith the Lord. You know, so if you do have any questions, make sure you ask those. All right. So with that being said, our first character is going to be Ah. You have Ah on your left in the ancient. You have Ah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ah stands for Alap or cow. Alap or cow. You'll see a lot of our characters, a lot of the foundation, even the Most High calls us as lost sheep because of that husbandry, that agriculture. That's the type of people that we are. It's no mistake that they stuck us. They stuck us in the cities and in them urban jungles, how they say, with nothing but concrete and nothing around the ground. You got to get a permit for this and a permit for that. That's to further keep us distance from who we are. Further keep us distance from who we are. It's a hashtag going on now. I think I'm gonna try my best to push that. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing it down right now. I'm gonna start putting that in all our videos. Leave us alone. If the devil would just leave us alone, if they would just leave us alone, we would be so much better off than what we are now. And it's only because we're so ingrained into their society, into their culture. We sink further and further down this damn hole. But I is a lot. That stands for cattle, and you have it on your right, left in the ancient, and your right in the Assyrian. Next up is going to be the Ba. It's going to be the Ba. Let me open up this window a little bit. See right now. All right, that's better. You have to be the Ba. You have Ba on your left in the ancient, and then Ba on your right in the Assyrian. Ba stands for Bayath or tent. Bayath or tent. You may be asking, why are we learning the ancient and the Assyrian? That ancient is our language. That's that original. That's that OG. That's that official tissue, that ancient Lashawan Qadash. The Assyrian, we learned this and because of the different captivities that we've been in. You know what I'm saying? This is where your Assyrian came about. We got, again, so ingrained and intertwined in these other people's nations and cultures. We lost our language over time. We lost our language. We lost our heritage and our culture. And so again, so now you have it. When you go in the Bible and read the Hebrew, it's going to be in this Assyrian here. You know, so we learn both. We learn both, knowing that knowing how the devil is. That word devil just means deceiver or liar. So knowing how much they lie and how they've lied about our identity and who we are for so long. We don't leave anything to chance. So we learn both, so we can go in and read it on our own, so we don't have to be dependent upon the devil to tell us the truth. We learn it from us for ourselves, you know what I mean? So be it Bayath or tent. Next up is going to be the God. It's going to be God. You have God on your left in the ancient, and you have God on your right in the Assyrian. God stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camel. All right, next up is going to be the Da. It's going to be the Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient, then you have Da on your right in the Assyrian. That Da stands for Dalath or door. It's like the door of a tent, Dalath or door. Or you see us wear these shields, that Dawadah. That Dawadah, that's just King David's name, his insignia. You know what I'm saying? The Dawadah overlapped each other. If you was to see that stamp on that seal, that wax, you know that was from the king. That was official business or correspondence that you had right there. Next up is going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient, and you have Ha on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. All right, next up is going to be the Wa. I need to add an A to that too for Wa for fish hook. You have Wa on your left in the ancient, and you have Wa on your right in the Assyrian, and that Wa stands for Wa or fish hook. Wa or fish hook. I wonder if it'll let me do it. Oh shit. Wa or fish hook. All right. Next up is going to be the Za. It's gonna be the Zion. I think it might be good. It might until Zion get big. You know what I'm saying? I think we probably gonna say that every time, like Officer Yabakai's son, Zion or Zion. You have Zion your left in the ancient, or Zion your right in the Assyrian, and that Zion stands for Zion or weapon. He has such a powerful name. You know what I'm saying? That I know he is going to live up to such a powerful name, Zion or weapon. All right. So often you'll talk to the blackity blacks, us of the world, that swore up and down that a degree is going to save us, that a piece of paper, that money is going to save you, when really knowledge, the knowledge of who we are, the knowledge of this Bible, the knowledge of our laws, statutes, and commandments, that's the weapon. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Next up is the Ha. You have the Ha on your left in the ancient, and the Ha on your right in the Assyrian. Ha stands for Chawama'ah or fence. Chawama'ah or fence. All right. Next up is going to be the Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, and you have Ta on your right in the Assyrian. That Ta stands for Tanah or basket. Tanah or basket. All right, next up is going to be the Yah. You have Yah on your left in the ancient, and you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian, and that Yah stands for Yad or hand. Yad or hand. This heifer still talking crazy on TikTok. What? Yah or hand. It amazes me the length they go through to try to convince us. You feel me? Like, if you really feel the way you feel, then go ahead and feel that way. Why you got to try to convince everybody else? Why you got to try to bring everybody else to your side? If you feel like everything is peaceful and racism is just a figment of our imagination, why is it so important for you to convince me of that? That's how it shows you the level of dishonesty that's attached to that, the Stockholm syndrome that's attached to that. We have Ka on your left in the ancient, then Ka on your right in the Assyrian. Now that Ka on your right in the Assyrian has two characters. Where you see that red arrow pointing at, that's going to be the Ka that you will use at the end of a word. And I guarantee you're going to see a little bit of that tonight. I guarantee you, when we do our little exercise, you're going to see a little bit of that tonight. That Ka stands for cop or palm. Aqua for eyes, 7 demons working through it. Oh yeah, most high Christ, and it's crazy because it be our own people. Normally with the devils, you know what I mean. I cut them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying. I cut them up. You know, they're not used to having no mirror. They're not used to looking into a mirror. So, you know, they talk to me. I'm gonna pull the mirror out. I'm gonna pull the mirror out. I'm gonna show them exactly who they are. Normally, you know what I mean. They'll at some point. About the 4th, 5th day, they tap out. You know, but when it comes to our people, we think because we're Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, that I can tell all the other Blacks, not Latino, Native American Indian. No, there is no racism. No matter what they're going through, and it's such a selfish spirit. It's so selfish for you to look at your situation and try to make your situation like everybody else, or diminish what anybody else is going through. I think that's so disingenuous. You know, if the Lord has blessed you, you know what I mean, and you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not in a bad neighborhood, you're able to go to your slavery, take care of yourself or whatever, count it as a blessing and help your brothers and your sisters. But you don't have to convince them that what they're going through is imaginary. I mean, that's I don't get that. You know what I mean? But I think we've just become so selfish as a people. So, you know, they are unrelentless with it. You know what I mean? But it's all good because, hey, I'm here for the long haul. Lord willing, I ain't going nowhere. Lord willing. So as long as you know what I'm saying, the Most High got His Spirit on me, we can go back and forth. You know what I mean? For any brother or sister that's out there watching, you desire to come in here and do some of this work, hey, come on. Let you know now, though. We don't back down. We don't quit. Ain't no cowards in here. All right, next up. Did we do the other work? Yeah, we did. Okay. Next up is going to be the La. It's going to be the La. You have La on your left in the ancient, and then you have La on your right in the Assyrian. And that La stands for Lamad or learn. Lamad or learn. Prendo. Lamad or learn. All right, next up is going to be the Ma. You have Ma on your left in the ancient, you have Ma on your right in the Assyrian, and that Ma stands for Mayam, or water. Now, Ma has two characters as well, where that red arrow is pointing at. That's going to be the Ma that you will find at the end of a word. At the end of a word. And again, Ma stands for Mayam, or water. All right. What you just do? I was working on one. And again, I expect the devils to be devils. One of them called us mud puppets. I had never heard of that one before. Right? I never heard of that one before. My response was, that's awfully funny from a people that's not partial to bathing. They're not partial to water, my young. You know? So when I hit him with that again, he had nothing else to say. Next up is going to be the Na. You have Na on your left in the ancient, and you have Na on your right in the Assyrian. That Na stands for Nawan, or sprout. Nawan, or sprout, where that red arrow is pointed at, that's going to be the Na that you will use at the end of a word. Yeah, they're right off right. I said, y'all ain't really too partial to water. You know, you in 2025, you can Google these things and I don't think we known as a people for not liking to wash, but they are. Now, you know, if you watching and you got a problem with that, hey, how they say hit dogs holler. You might want to work on your hygiene. You know what I'm saying? But I think I failed to see a video with us where we don't want to wash. That's just not something that's part of our culture. If anything, we gonna be too fresh. You know, too fresh. All right, next up is gonna be the Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient, and you have Sa on your right in the Assyrian. And that Sa stands for Samak or establish. Samak or establish. All right. Next up is going to be the I. Like the brother we had in the school, young man, Ayam Pakwa. I on your left in the ancient, and then I on your right in the Assyrian. And that I stands for Ayan or I. Ayan or I. That's going to be the only character that doesn't have that consonant sound like the rest of our characters. Everything else has that I sound to it. I does not. All right, next up is going to be the Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient. You have Pa on your right in the Assyrian. That Pa on the Assyrian has two characters where the red arrow is pointing at. That's going to be the Pa. You'll find at the end of a word. And that Pa stands for mouth. For mouth. All right, next up is going to be the Tazah. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient. And you have Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. The Tazah on your right has two characters, and the Tazah stands for Tazad or side. All right. Next up is going to be the Kwa. You have Kwa on your left in the ancient, and you have Kwa on your right in the Assyrian. That Kwa stands for Quam or rise. Quam or rise. All right. Next up is going to be the Ra. You have Ra on your left in the ancient, and you have Ra on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ra stands for Ra'ash or head. Ra'ash or head. All right, next up is going to be the Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient, and you have Shah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Shah stands for Shan or tooth. For Shan or tooth. Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shah. We got Aqua Fadessa checking in. Always good to have you in here with us, sis. Checking in from Norfolk. All right, we was just there. I hate I missed it, but I saw the video. I saw the proof. I saw the evidence. We went down there and burnt up Norfolk. You know what I mean? Blazed out there in Norfolk the water to all the brothers that came down. You know what I'm saying, with the VA camp and Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and talk that truth out there in Norfolk. You know what I mean? I got to write that down too. I need to change the title of that video to Flower Power. Had a brother out there trying to tell us how flowers and stocks can save the people. You know what I'm saying? But we know better in here. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom doesn't come by observation. It comes by doing just what y'all doing right here. Coming to class, learning this Hebrew, doing what you got to do. All right, next up we got the Tha. We have Tha. You have Tha on your left in the ancient, and you have Tha on your right in the Assyrian. And that Tha stands for Tha or mark. Tha or mark. All right. I'm pretty sure y'all got those, unless it's your first time. If you need me to go back, review anything, just let us know. Just put it in the chat. Again, you don't have to be shy. Let me stop this one. Go ahead and close that up. Save us a little bit on the bandwidth. Again, the link is in the chat. We got a couple more to go through before we actually bring everybody on stage. Next up, let's go over our... Don't want that yet. Let's go over our prepositions. Let's go over our prepositions. All right, make sure it looks okay on screen, and it does. I can actually shrink that a little bit. All right, so these are our prepositions. Our prepositions are going to go before a root word. All right, so you have that root word, and you have your prepositions before it, all right? So, for example, to or live, you want to indicate to or live. You will put that, Salak, if you want to indicate to or for, that will be la at the beginning or before that root word. All right. Like or as would be ka. Would be ka. Cause or sake or pertaining to would be sha. All right, would be sha. From or of would be ma. And he would be ya. The would be ha. Ba would be in. If you wanted to say and, that would be wa. And I or I am before a root word, that would be I. To indicate do or do, that will be da. And if you want to change a word to the future tense, for the most part, most times you're going to put that tha at the beginning of that root word to change it to a future tense. Now, again, with all the rules, especially with anything with language, this is more of a guideline. It's not 100%. It's going to change depending on some words, sometimes how they're used. But this is what you're going to need for the most part. Now, I always like to give the example of in the name. When we say bahasham, bahasham means in the name. That ba is in, ha is the, and sham is name. So bahasham is in the name. You'll hear us say that often when we say the greetings. You'll hear us say that bahasham. Another one is hashemayim. Hashemayim is the heavens. So ha is the, sha is cause or pertaining to. So the pertaining to, we already learned that mayim is water. And that yum on the end just makes it plural, mayam. So hashemayim. All right, so the pertaining to the waters. And that's the heaven. And the Bible, it teaches us that you have waters above and waters below. All right. So that's just to give you an example of how you would utilize those prepositions. All right, so stop that one. Close that on up. And we're going to go right on to the next ones. All right, next up, we're going to do let's do the possessive pronouns. We went over the prepositions that will go before a root word. Let's do the possessive pronouns because these will go at the end of a noun or a verb. All right. So if you want to indicate me or my, that's going to be ya. If you want to indicate you or your, that will be ka. All right. I think the word for chariot, if I'm not mistaken, is karab. Karab. Let me check and make sure. I think it's karab. So if I was going to say my car, it would be karab ya. If I was going to say your car, it would be karab ka. And you make sure, man, make sure we telling you the right thing. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it's karab. I think it's karab. Let's make sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check what chariot is. The chariot is, see if we got it right. Makarab Salaki. So it's so that's not even Makarab, it's Marakab. I'm glad I checked it. It's Marakab. So it'll be Marakab Ka will be your car, Marakab Ya will be my car. All right, or my vehicle. All right, so that's how you would use the possessive pronouns. He or his will be wa. She or hers will be ha. Our or us, if it's both of ours, it will be nawa. You all in the masculine plural will be come, and you all in the feminine plural will be kan. Their or them, masculine plural, would be ma, and their or them in the feminine plural would be na. All right, so I'm gonna stop that one. See no questions in here yet, so I think we're doing pretty good, doing fairly well. All right, what else we got? Next, we got the subject pronouns. Let's get them subject pronouns out the way. We got subject pronouns next. All right, so we're gonna go about subject pronouns next. I or I am will be Anya. You will be a Tha. All right. He will be Hawa'a. And she, as a subject, would be haya'ah. And we, as a subject pronoun, will be anaknawa. You or you all, masculine and plural, will be a thumb. And you or you all, feminine plural, will be a thumb. All right. And just like all your other languages, except for English, the words do have a masculine or feminine form of them. English is the one of the few that does not, because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and they're backwards. So in their language is different. But if you're speaking any of the Latin languages, they're gonna have a feminine or masculine form to them, and those are devils too. It's just not these devils over here. All right. So they, masculine plural, would be hum, and they, feminine plural, would be hun. All right, we're going to stop that one. All right, and I think we're getting to a good point where we at. All right, so I think that's going to be good for the review. Let's go ahead and get everybody up on stage who is here with us. I'm going to start bringing everybody up on stage, and then we're going to go into our review for the night. Our review for the night, our little exercise for the night. It's not going to be that difficult, and then we're going to get to these scriptures that we got to read. All right. All right, so first up, Aqua Ra'aya. Hold on. Let me get back to the big screen. Why don't I see you? Hey, what do we do different? Okay, there go Aqua Ra'aya.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan Bahashem Yahweh.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Bahashem Yahweh. You said that fast and quick. That's going to come in handy in a little bit. Most High in Christ.
Mashalom ka.
Most High in Christ. All right, that is Tuwa. I'm glad. I'm happy for that. Shalom Yah Tuwa. Shalom Yah Tuwa. I'm doing all right. Doing better than I was beginning of the week. That's for sure. But that's all going to come into play. They're going to think you got the cheat sheet, Aqua Friday. And say, how she knew to say that? See, she on that cheating. So that's going to definitely come up in a little bit for our little exercise that we got. Next up, Princess Tazarah, what's going on?
Shalom, Yahweh Alatan Bahashem Yahweh.
Yeah, shalom, Yahshua Bahashem Yahweh. How you doing? You Tawab?
Yes, and I made this hoodie.
You made that hoodie?
Man,
get out of here. See, you but just like your mom. Just like your mom. I like it. It look good. It look good. I saw those pictures too. I saw those pictures. You look very, very, very pretty for your prom. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
You did? All right, man. All them boys were trying to dance with you, was it?
No.
Okay, all right. Because I didn't want to have to come up there and hurt nobody. I didn't want to hurt nobody. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I really do love about us in this school and here. We can, it's a certain level of peace you get with your children that you just don't get out in the world. In the world, you up there worried and nervous and hoping that they make it home that damn night. You know what I mean? And coming up in here, you know what I'm saying? It's just not like that. And Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for that. All right, next up we got Aqua Tharapa'ah.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alata Bashem Yashai.
Yahweh Shema Bashem Yahweh Shah. How you doing today?
I'm too wild, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. That is good. All right, so the link is in the chat for anybody else that wants to join. Anybody else that wants to join, if you're able to join, I'm gonna put it back in there one more time. Let me go ahead and copy and paste that. So if anybody wants to join, you're able to join, even if you can't join visually and you just want to get on audibly. Again, that goes a long way as far as practicing what we got going on. And tonight, even if you can join on audibly tonight, I think it'll be a good practice for what we're getting ready to do. All right. So as promised, we're going to go quick review of what we went over. And we're going to build on it. Again, that's going to be kind of our format this year, this season, is kind of build on what we learn so that we become more and more fluent and it becomes more and more practical. You know what I mean? So again, the waterfall, y'all are joining. The first thing we're going to do is just a little review of what we've already been over to make sure that we don't forget what we've been learning so damn much. You don't want to forget none of it, all right? So the first one, let's see, we went over our tribes last week. So what I'm going to do, pull this up. I think the last time I was in here, we went over the actual symbols of it. I just want to go through. We're going to make it real easy. We're going to make it real easy, real easy, real easy. And if you're on the screen, you can just type in the answers on the screen. If you're on screen, I might call on you, or if you want the answer, you can just raise your hand and come off mute and you can answer. So in purple, who can tell me what that says in purple? Anybody can get it. And if you know it on screen, you can just, again, type it in. If you're not in the class, you can just type it in. What is it saying in purple up there? I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to call some volunteers, huh?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Brian.
I sure. Yeah. Hashanya. Oh, you want me to say it in Hebrew or the translation?
You can read it in the Hebrew and then just tell me what it is. That's fine.
Okay. Hashanya, Ashara, I think. Shabbat Yom Yasha'Allah, which is the 12 tribes of Israel.
Which is the 12 tribes of Israel, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. The water for that. Hashanya Ashah, Shabbat Yom Yasha'al. The 12 tribes of Israel. All right, Most High in Christ. All right. What's number one, Princess Tazarai? And if you know it in the chat, you can just put it in the chat. That's fine. Oh no, I didn't even see your comment. Aqua Bazaraka, you are Tawab. You Tawab because you got number one correct. You know what I'm saying? So Tawab for that. But yeah, I had a reading of purple that was at the top, but you did get number one correct. And Princess Tazara is about to confirm it right now.
Yahweh?
Yahweh, the Most High in Christ, give her a hand. It's Yahweh. She got it correct. Princess Aqua Zaraka and Aqua Tawabaf got it as well. All right, that's going to be Yahweh. That's going to be Yahweh. Those are going to be your so-called Negroes. All right, and again, we went over all the symbols last week. That's going to be a lion or REI. All right, so good job with that one. Princess Zaraka.
Sir.
How many tribes is it? I see a 1 and I see a 2. How many tribes is it all together? Do you know?
It's 12 Salakia.
Most High in Christ, and that's that Shanya Ashara. It's 12 tribes. It's 12 tribes all together. So good job with that. What is number 2? You know what number 2 is?
Are you talking to me, sir?
Khan, I am. Yes, I am. What's number 2 if you know it?
Number 2. I feel like looking at my notes.
That's okay. Sound it out. You don't want to look at your note? Sound it out. You got it. I think this is one of the funnest ones to say.
There's
I think this is
Benjamin.
Yep. Now, how you say it in the Hebrew?
Banyam.
There you go. Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Banyam. I think this is one of the funnest ones to say. But I always remember this one just because of how lively Benjamin is. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever been to any of the islands or anything or know any Benjamites. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a dull day if they're around, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely correct. But Yam Yam, their symbol is Hazahah, the wolf. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Next one is going to be the La Ya. Who knows who is La Ya? Who is that? Who knows who that is? Benjamin are your West Indians. Yahweh, that Judah is your Negroes. Who knows who Yah is?
Salakia, sir.
What you got?
It's the Levi or Haitian.
Most High in Christ. It's gonna be your Levites. It's gonna be your Haitians. All right. And some of the same people that they trying to put out the country, even though at the same time they're letting in the white Afrikaners. So many people are hot about that online, you know what I mean? So the same time they kicking us out, all you FBAs is out there. They sure is kicking out a lot of us, you know what I mean? But the other ones they letting in, that should be a good clue or indication of who we are, and that we are the same people. Same people, same oppressors, same struggles. Give Aqua Tababath a hand as well. Yah, Levi, the Haitians. She got it correct as well. Aqua Tababath said it's 12 of these, 12 tribes. And she is absolutely correct also. All right. Next up is going to be number 4. Number 4. If you know it, type it in the chat. If you want to come off mic and say it, say Salakia and do your thing. And for anybody that's watching, this is for real. This is not a trick or an illusion. They're actually reading this themselves. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when you come to class. I hear you, sis. Go ahead.
Is it Levi?
Well, we're on number 4. So I'm sorry. So I should have spread it out more. We did number 3. 3 is your Levites. You are absolutely correct. That's your Levites, and that's going to be your Haitians. But we're on number 4. Do you know number 4? Prince knows Tazarah?
Is it Simon?
Simeon, yep, Simeon. And how would you say that in the Hebrew? Shemaiwan, Most High in Christ. Shemaiwan, Simeon. That's your Dominicans. Shemaiwan, Simeon, your Dominicans. And good job and give Aqua Raya a hand as well. She's always helping out in the chat. Always helping out in the chat. All right, next up is going to be number 5. Number 5 is Zabalawan in the Hebrew. Zabalawan in the Hebrew. Who knows who that is in the English? Who what would we call them in English? Zabalawan in the Hebrew.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Guatemala and to Panama.
Guatemala to Panama. And then in English we would say Zebulon. That's Guatemala to Panama. When you look at that map, it's so big, the Americas. America, what we call America, they don't even call that America. They call it Estados Unidos. Estados Unidos, you know what I mean? But then when it comes to the Americas, it's all of it. That's Canada. That's the United States. That's South America. But again, the devil being the devil, they think everything revolves around them. When in actuality, this is a very big continent, a very big place over here that was conquered by them. So she's absolutely correct. Guatemala to Panama. And that's going to be Zebulon or Zabalawan in the Hebrew. Next up is number 6. Number 6 is Ephraim in the English. It's Ephraim in the English. You can tell me what that is in the Hebrew. Who knows what that is in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aquafraya.
Aparium.
And that's going to be your Puerto Ricans. Aparium, that's going to be your Puerto Ricans. Ephraim in the Hebrew. Salakia, Aparium in the Hebrew. And it's an amazing thing, right? Like, again, if you're not, I wasn't never really big into sports. I always loved basketball. Watch football occasionally, but I was really a bigger basketball fan. But I had friends that played baseball. And with them playing baseball, the 30 seconds that I was into it, right, you learn that a lot of brothers that play baseball are Latino. Some of your best players are Latino or Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying, or Mexican. They're some of the best players. And then now, fast forward and learning now, you know, that we're the same people. It all makes sense. It makes sense. Some of your best soccer players, you know what I'm saying, are us. Some of your best baseball players are us. You know what I mean? With just us being us. So that's going to be Aparium. Give Aquaf Tower Bop a hand as well. She got it as well. Aparium, doubly fruitful. They will have some children. We used to be very fruitful like that as far as our children. But being over here in ground zero, Babylon, USA, we have so many of us over here unalive our children for the prospect of success and fame and fortune for that American dream. We'll unalive our children, thinking that you have to have a certain amount of money in the bank to have one, thinking that you know what I mean, it's better for you to get your education and all of that, and not realizing that if you don't want to have a child, it's a very surefire way not to have them. All you got to do is not have sex, and you ain't got to worry about no kids. You're only going to find the immaculate conception inside of the church. You're not going to find it in real life, but we do everything out of order here. And then the children are the ones who are sacrificed, who got to pay for it. So that's Oparium, doubly fruitful. Next up is going to be number 7. It's going to be number 7. And who wants to give a shot at number 7? Who is number 7? What is number 7?
Slovakia.
Go ahead, Aqua Tazara. Broke up a little bit. I'm sorry. Did you say Manasha? Is that what you said?
Yes.
That's what I thought I heard. Manasha. Most High Christ. Manasha. That's going to be Manasseh in the Hebrew. Manasseh in the Hebrew. It's funny. I went to school with a brother named Manasseh, and I thought he was so weird. But I just didn't know. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know what but they were very religious, and I came across that word in the Bible, but not had really read anything about Manasseh, the tribe of Manasseh. They don't teach you nothing about them tribes in church. But that's going to be your Cubans. Manasseh is going to be your Cubans. All right. And just like us, you ever see any pictures of any Cubans of the island over there? You would think that you're looking right in the middle of Harlem or something. You know what I mean? They look just like us. They just speak very, very good Spanish. You know what I mean? So, but those are my brothers and sisters over in Cuba, Manasha. All right. Next up is going to be number 8. Number 8. Who knows what number 8 is?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Ryan.
It's Gad, the native Indians.
What's on Christ? That's going to be God, the native Indians. Aquaf Tower Bob, she puts it in her name to let you know. You know what I'm saying? She be representing the tribe of Gad hard. You know what I'm saying? To give her a hand as well. She got it in the chat also. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be your native Indians. It's Gad, the tribe of Gad. And that Gad stands for troop. It stands for troop. They were overtook by that troop. And which is how we got here. This is how that land got stolen from that troop. All right. What we got for number 9? Who can tell me what number 9 is? I see Aquaf Tawaboff has it in the chat. Who else? Who wants to tell me what number 9 is? Y'all let Aquaf Ryan have all the fun tonight.
Slovakia.
Go ahead, Aquaf Tawaboff.
Reuben.
Reuben, Most High Christ. That's going to be the tribe of Reuben or Ra'aban in the Hebrew. And that's going to be your Seminole Indians. All right? So again, when you look at the tribes, like Aqua Tharapad told us, it's 12 of them. The tribe of Gad, your North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, the Seminole Indians. Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama. So many of our tribes are Latino and Native American Indians. So for us to, again, have that mindset that is just brown-skinned people that comprises the tribes is just a very... naive, I want to say, or maybe it's a real ignorant way to think. It's a very ignorant way to think. We've always been all different shades. We've always been all different shades, and that actually is the biggest part of our nation. Our Latino and Native American Indian brothers, specifically our Latino brothers and sisters. So, again, it's very important to learn who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to learn who they are. All right, next up, number 10 is Ashar. Ashar. And Ashar is going to be from Colombia to Uruguay. That's going to be that name means happy in the Hebrew. So from Colombia to Uruguay, that means happy in the Hebrew. All right. Next up is going to be number 11. Number 11 is Naphtali, or Naphtali. All right. That's going to be from Argentina to Chile. From Argentina to Chile, Naphtali, or Naphtali in the Hebrew. All right. And number 12 is Yashakar. Yashakar or Issachar in English, Yashakar in the Hebrew, and that's going to be our Mexican brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Our Mexican brothers and sisters. When the class started, I had to delete a comment from us, from a Judite, apparently in the chat, a derogatory term used with our Mexican brothers and sisters. Now, if it was us talking to each other, it'd be different. But I knew he really meant it to try to hurt somebody it wasn't a brotherly term that when he was using it. And it's amazing because the video was talking about the devil's unaliving us. And he gets mad with a Latino brother and sister. So I had to take care of that comment when we first started. But Yashakar, or our Mexican brothers and sisters, their symbol is the burro because they work so damn hard. I just got through working with some of them outside about an hour ago. They came over, did some work for my father, my mother, and they said, I'll be back tomorrow. We knew they was coming back. It was looking some storms up here in the Midwest. I think they had a couple of tornadoes hit some places. But he was like, I'll be back tomorrow. Pops all worried, but I told him, man, them brothers, they don't mind working, and they gonna be back to finish what they started. And I'll be there. First thing, today they was right back out there, back on it. All hard working brothers and sisters, you know what I mean. And so again, it's very important that we know who we are when we come across each other, and it's gonna become very, very, very important in this next phase of where we're at. You know what I'm saying? This place is shut down, and as this place shut down, they're gonna tune and focus in more and more on us, or more and more on demoralizing us and separating us and unaliving us. And so it's going to be very important that we are able to lean on one another. You can't do that if you don't know who your brothers and your sisters are. So Tawada, y'all did a great job with that. Like I knew y'all would. This is gonna come into play a little bit. Gonna come into play a little bit tonight. We're gonna utilize this a little bit. We're gonna utilize, you know what I'm saying, the prepositions a little bit. Like I said, our goal is to try to put this stuff together so that we're not just going over, we're actually using it. And y'all are the proof that it works and that it gets better. Because I always go back to some of these first classes, and when I look at where we're at now compared to where we were, it is night and day. All right, so now week before last, when I was here, we went over some of the question words, right? So we're going to go over those. That's going to be our last little bit of review, and then we're going to jump into this exercise that I have planned for us tonight. All right, this is Officer Mataza Akara approved exercise that I have planned for us tonight. All right, so let me go ahead and share this on the screen so you can see it. All right. My bad. Auntie want me to. All right, I'm finna put this on the screen so you can see it. All right, where we at? All right, so this is gonna be what we went over last week or week before last, starting with number 1. All right, so who can tell me what number 1 is? Who wants to come off mic and tell me what number 1 is? Read it in the Hebrew and tell me what it means. Alpha, I ain't heard. I'm sorry, go ahead. Slack, who was that?
Go ahead.
Con, sir.
All right, what you got for number 1?
Number 1. Lock it. Number one. I don't know this one, sir. Um,
I bet you do. I bet you do. I put some money on it that you do. All right, it's gonna well, let's sound it out. Now we got ma and ha. That sound so it'll be what? Ma. Right?
my
Yep. And what word is ma? I just said it when I asked you the question.
is Salakia.
So I'm gonna ask you the question again. What word is ma?
It's my right.
Nope, it's gonna be what? That's why I said I just asked when I would ask you the question. I'm trying to give you a hint. It's gonna be what? So ma is what?
Constant.
That's okay. So say it with me. So how do you say it? How do you say it in Hebrew first?
My yard.
Well, ma.
Salakia.
Just ma, and then and it means what? You got help in that chat too, and it means what? Okay. So like when we asking a lot of our questions, a lot of them are gonna start with that ma. It's gonna start with that ma, and we're gonna be using it very very soon. All right. So y'all give her a hand. Good job. All right. What's number two?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Brian.
Maya, which
My
is who?
which is who? Okay, Most High Christ. Maya, which is who? All right. What about number three?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua Tazara.
Number 3 is Mafia, which means when.
Mafia, which means when. Most High Christ. All right. And what about number four? Who remembers what number four is? Is it? Yeah. What's number? Who knows what number four is?
Salakia.
What you got, Aqua Tazara?
Number 4 is Aya, which means where.
Ayah, which means where. Good job. And then we got model Y. Model Y. And who knows what model Y means?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Why?
Model Y is Y. It's one of the ones it's hard to forget it because it says it. It said right in the word what it means. Model Y is Y. All right. And then we went over a Y. We went over a Y. And a Y is want. Right? It's want. But then we also went over number 7, which is kasar. And kasar is want also. It's just a more formal way of saying it. And you're actually going to see it more utilized in the Bible than you'll see a wa. So we're going to, I wanted you to know both of them, but you'll see kasar more than you'll see that a wa. All right, if that makes sense. A wa is like the ain't. It's like ain't. We'll say it more than what we actually read. As far as reading and saying, you'll see that kasar. All right. So those are the question words that we went over week before last when we were in here. So this, like as I promised, so this the exercise that we have tonight before we get into the scriptures, we want to put all this stuff together. We want to put all of it together and start to be able to utilize it. So what we're going to do tonight is actually have a little mini conversation with one another tonight. Have a little mini conversation tonight. Let me get that up on screen so everybody can kind of see what we're going to be asking one another. Where is it at? All right, here we go. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing tonight. And believe it or not, you already know all of this stuff. This is just going to be our first time actually going over it and you actually seeing it wrote out. So volunteers for the first one. Who could tell me what that first line is? Now this is going to be like a conversation that you're going to have when you meet somebody. Just kind of give you an idea of what they're all saying. All right. So trying to see how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with you, Aqua Ra'aya, if you don't mind. I'm going to start with you if you don't mind for number one. All right. Can you tell me what that number one says?
Okay, we're gonna have to break that down.
I'm almost positive you know exactly what it's saying.
Yahweh
Uh-huh.
Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Oh, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Barak.
Yep.
Af?
Atha.
That's Atha?
Yeah, I'll put the how on the end of it so you'll see it as well. It'll make it easier. I'll put the how on the end. Hold on. Let me put that how on the end. That I should have did that. Put that on the end. But you are absolutely correct though. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barak Atha. I told you knew it. I told you knew it. Hold on, let me put that. I know, right? And that's part of the reason why I did it though, because when you actually see it wrote out, it looks very intimidating. But then when you actually read it, you're like, hey, I do know this. This ain't that bad. This ain't bad at all. All right, so let me get this thought correct. I started to now as we continue to keep doing stuff like this, I might have some exercises where I put the wrong thing in there on purpose to see if you catch it. Like you caught this thought right here. All right, that'll work. Okay, so all that's saying is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Atha. All right, and that's what we say when we say the greetings. Again, you don't always see it get to be wrote out like this, but that's the greeting when we speak. Yahweh, that's the Most High's name. Bahashem, in the name. Yahweh Shai, that's Yahweh Shai King, that's Christ's name. Barak, bless, Atha, you. All right. So in that first one, right? So if we're talking, right, and I go Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh, you kind of got to go to the next one first, though. Before we do. Would you say that to me? I guess that's the question I'm asking, and anybody can answer it. You can answer it in the chat as well. If me and Akwaf Ra'ayr are talking, right, is that what I'm going to say to her, or is that what she's going to say to me? Kana la'a. My thou, I'm going to ask Akwaf Tharapa'ah. Akwaf Tharapa'ah. You still with us, Akwaf Tharapa'ah? She might have had to grab the middle. All right. Okay, there she go. Akwaf Tharapa'ah. So for this first one, for number one, right? It says Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatha. If I'm talking to you, or if I'm talking to Akwaf Ra'aya, or if I'm talking to Princess Tazarai, would I say that to you, or would you say that to me? Kana la'a. You wouldn't. Why not?
Wait,
Nah, hey, stand on it. You said no, stand on it. You said
I'm
no.
gonna say concert.
No, nope. I think you said the right thing the first time. You said la'a.
Yeah, la but brother,
Say it again.
I'm concentrating. I was
But you said la'a, so why would you not say it?
hold on. A second.
And for anybody else that's watching, again, so the question was of that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatha. The same thing that Aqua Tawabah typed in the chat that Aqua Raya read is would I say that to her or would she say that to me? Kana la'a. Now Aqua Tawabah's first answer was la'a. And she is absolutely correct because she wouldn't say that to me. I wouldn't, if I was greeting Aqua Raya or she was greeting me, that's not the proper way that she would greet me. Right? And I think Aqua Tawabah, I was about to tell us exactly why, because that's going to be for the brother. That's going to be that if I'm greeting Officer Mataza Kara, I would say that. Y'all Bashim Yahweh Barakatah. And he will reply the same to me. But if I'm greeting Aqua Raya or she's greeting me, she would say number 2. And who wants to read Princess Tazarah? Can you read number 2 for me?
Sure. Shalom, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh.
All right, so it doesn't have shalom on it. You just knew to say shalom. But it does say Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so you are absolutely correct with that. All right, so it's Yahweh Shema Alatah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The way that breaks down is Yahweh, the Most High's name, Shamar, to watch over, to watch or guard, Al, over, Mathah, you, Ba'Shem, in the name, Yahweh Shai is our King Christ's name. So that's how that would break down. So in the beginning of that conversation, it would be either 1 or number 2. It would be, you know what I'm saying, depending on who you're talking to. All right. So Princess Tazarah, what if you're saying you're talking to me and you're talking to Officer Mataza Kara? What would you change about number 2? Did I say that right? Yeah. What would you change about number 2? And anybody can help her out if you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, can I come up?
If Princess Tazarah was talking to me and she's talking to Officer Mataza Kara, if she's talking to a group of brothers, would anything change about number 2? Or what would you change about number 2?
Talaka, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
I don't know that we change anything. I feel like maybe. I feel like that's what we say every time we greet when we come into class.
And that's why I wanted to go over that. It's little changes in it, but sometimes I think we just don't recognize it when we're saying it. So if she was talking to just me, she would say it just like that. If she was talking or you was talking to just the Officer Matai Zachariah, it would be just like that. If it was more than one of us, though, now it's plural, right? Now it's plural. So what would change is your Athah. So it would be Yahweh, Shema, Al Atham. It would be Al Atham because that would be you, plural. Does that make sense? All right. And again, I think a lot of times we just say it. I know for me in the beginning, I would always just say Yahweh Shema Al Atham by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I would say Atham, not realizing that's correct if I'm speaking to all the sisters in there. Right. But if it's just singular, it should be a Tha. Does that make sense? All right. And the same thing for the first one, for the brothers. If it's just one brother, if it's just me and Officer Mataza Akara going back and forth, it will be Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabarakatha. If I'm speaking to more than one brother, if I'm speaking to all the Akim, all the brothers, I would say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabarakatham. Because I'm now speaking to all the brothers, if that makes sense. All the sisters, it would be Alathan. And again, that's just some of the slight grammar that you will see, just to know, so y'all will know the correct way to kind of conjugate. You know what I'm saying? Those words or whatever. All right. So next one, number 3. Number 3 is mashamka. Who knows what mashamka means? And if you know it in the chat, you can put it in the chat as well. Who knows what Mashamka means? And Salakia, Aqua Tawabaf got that correct. I got that correct. If it's a group, it'll be Athan. Nothing will change. Particularly, she still speaks feminine. Just address the group of men. Correct. Well, no. For men, it would be a thumb. It would be a thumb. For us, when we greet the sisters, it's Alathan. And if you're greeting other sisters that you're talking to, it would be Alathan. That thun is going to be reserved for when it's just feminine. Aqua Fazarakai. When it's male, it'll be a thumb with an M. You know, sometimes it's hard to hit my N's and M's. It would be a thumb for masculine and a thun for feminine. All right. No sweat, no sweat. Aqua Tawabaf got number 2 correct. That's going to be Mashamka. What is your name? All right. So if I'm asking what's your name, I would say Mashamka. Ma is what? Sham is name, and that ka on the end indicates yours. So what's your name? Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabarakatah. We got young man Kamal in the building checking in from Portsmouth. All right, so number 3 would be Mashamka. That's going to be what's your name? All right. Now, I was to respond to that, just to make sure we got the correct responses, because we're going to do this in practice next. So if I was to respond to that, right, I would say Shamya Yagadah, or Shamya Kwatazan Yagadah. My name's Officer Yagadah. All right. We won't worry about the numbers just yet, because hint, that's going to be our next exercise, but not for tonight. All right. So if I was asked Mashamka, I would say Shamya Kwatazan Yagadah. My name's Officer Yagadah. All right. Who knows what number 4 is?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Brian.
Is that Mashabatka?
Mashabatka. What does that mean?
What is your tribe?
What is your tribe? We're getting personal now. What's your tribe? It's saying, what's your tribe? And we went over all those tribes in the beginning. You know what I mean? So we would know what our tribe is. So that Shabbat Kai is your tribe. If I'm going to say my tribe, I would say Shabbat Yah Yahweh. My tribe is Judah. Shabbat Yah Yahweh. All right. All right. Hope everybody taking notes, because we finna get ready to go do a little test run after this. And then the last one is going to be number 6. No, Salaki. The next one, not the last one. The next one is going to be Mashalamka. Mashalamka. Aqua Tharapa'ad. You know what Mashalamka means? Number 5?
And that's Salakia. Correct.
That's how you respond to it. But Mashalamka, I'm asking you, how is your peace? Shalom is peace. Ma is what? And with that ka on the end, I'm asking, what's your peace? And like you said, you would say Shalom Yah, my peace, Tawab. I'm good. If it wasn't good, you could say Shalom Yah, Shalom Yah La'a Tawab. It's not good. I'm not doing good. Make sense? No sign of Christ. All right. So number 5 is Mashalamka. All right. And again, the correct way to respond to that would be Shalom Yah Tawab, or Shalom Yah La'a Tawab. Is give Akwaf Tawab a hand. I'll give Akwaf Tawabath a hand as well. Mashabakta is what is your tribe. All right. So now, last one is going to be number 6, and this is what we started at the last time that I was in here. Again, that's going to be Ma Kasar. Ma Kasarka. Ma Kasarka is what's your want. All right. Kasar is want. That ka on the end is your want. So now it's your want, and ma is what. So that's like, what do you want? What's your want? So Ma Kasarka. Now, there's different ways to answer that. You can say, Kasarya Lacham. I want bread. I want something to eat. Kasarya Shabbat. I want to rest. You know what I mean? So it's different ways to answer that. Or you can say you don't want anything. Kasarya La'ah. My one is not. I don't want anything. Kasarya La'ah. All right. So again, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of go through and have a little conversation with one another. And we're gonna go from there. And that'll be our review, our exercise for tonight. And there's one thing I'm gonna add on the end of that. But we'll do that at the very, very end of it. All right. So first up, what I want is for me and Aqua Fry are gonna go first. All right. Me and Aqua Fry are gonna go first. We're gonna have a whole conversation real quick. All right, a whole quick conversation. And then after that, then I'm gonna go. I have another conversation with Aqua Tazarai, and then with Aqua Tharapaa. And again, if you're in the chat, maybe you can chime in and answer the questions in the chat, or that's very good practice as well. All right, so I'm gonna let you set it off, Aqua Fry. How would you start this conversation?
Salaki, sir, what conversation we trying to have? Just whatever I want.
We just meeting. We're gonna start from 1 or 2, and work our way down.
Oh, okay, Con. Okay. All right. Well,
make it a little bit bigger so you can see all of them. All right, there we go.
yeah. I don't got my readers. Okay. Yeah, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah.
So Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, so I will respond, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, what's next?
And then we what we saying? My sorry.
That's all right.
Shamka.
Shalom, Salaki. Shamya, Kwatazan, Yagada. Mashamka?
Shamya Ra'aya.
Oh, sign correct.
Mm-hmm. And then my Shabbatka.
Shabbat Yahawada. Mashabaka.
Shabbat Yahawada.
Okay.
Okay. Mashalamka.
Shalom Yatawab. Mashalamka.
Shalom Ya La'atwab.
Okay. Well, I would say Matawai, but then you got to tell me in Hebrew what's going on.
No, we good. I was just trying to toss it up a little bit, shake it up.
What's that crack?
You gotta ask everything. Okay, I had to answer a call. I don't know. Give me a minute. I don't know what that one is.
A call is eat.
Huh?
A call is to eat. So I guess you're saying you want to eat.
Wait a minute. I'm lost now. Where am I?
Okay, so we're on number 6, right? And we're on number 6, and you said you had a call, so I'm assuming you had eat. A call is to eat, so I'm assuming you wanted to eat in that scenario, in that example.
Sir, I had to answer my work phone, so I missed number 6. So
okay.
Is it my Kasar?
Ka.
Okay.
My Kasar Ka. Yep.
My Kasar Ka. Got it.
All right. So I would say Kasar Ya Mayan. My Kasar Ka.
My Kasar Ya Yan.
All right, so you wouldn't have to say the ma part, right? Because now it turned it back into a question. So you would just say Kasar Ya, Kasar Ya Yan.
Kasar Ya Yan. Got it.
I wouldn't mind some myself. All right, y'all give our hand. Y'all give our hand. Good job. You did a great job at that. All right, Aqua Tazarai, you up next. You ready?
Kind of.
All right, you got it. It's gonna be easy. So we're gonna start with either number 1 or number 2. I'm gonna let you set it off, and then I'm gonna follow your lead. All right.
Alrighty. Shalom Yahweh.
You got it.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathan. Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
All right, so Shalom Yahweh Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatha Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Again, it will be a tha if it's singular. I don't think nobody's gonna be upset if you say it son because we always say it anyway. But it will be Alatha Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I will respond the same. Yahweh Shema Alatha Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. What's your next question?
Mashamka.
Shamya Kwatazan Yagada Mashamka.
Shamya Tadarai.
Most High in Christ. All right, what else you got?
Mashalamka.
Shalom Yatawab Mashalamka
Shalom Yadwab.
Mashabaka.
I can't remember what that one was.
That was number 4. We just skipped that one, so I'm just going back to it again. So Mashabaka.
I can't remember what it was. I can't remember.
So Shabbat is going to be your tribe, right?
Okay. Mashabat, yeah. Yehoda.
All right, so you wouldn't have to say the my part, but yep, you're correct. It would be Shabbat Yah, so that's going to be my tribe, and then Yehoda, so you're Judah, Most High in Christ. All right, and the last one, number 6.
Ma Kashaka.
Kasaya Lacham, Makasaka.
Kasarya Lakam.
Most High in Christ. We both hungry. That'll work. Give her a hand. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, Aqua, Flower Pie, you up?
Shalom, Shalom Yahweh. Shamar Alatha Bashem Yahshua.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatha Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
I don't know that one. The next one.
You got it. You're just about to say it. How about I ask you? So, Mashamka?
Mashamka.
So, if I ask you, right, Mashamka, I'm saying, what's your name? Now, you're going to tell me your name.
Mashamka is Sarapa.
So it would be Shamya. Say, so Shamya.
Shamka.
Take your time. You got it. Shamya.
Shamya. Sarapa.
Most High Christ. Okay. Mashabaka.
Mashabaka.
So that's going to be what's your tribe? So you would say Shabbat Yah.
Shabbat Yah. Yahawada.
Shabbat. Okay, Most High Christ. You Judah. Your name is Tharapa'ah. You from the tribe of Judah. I can dig it. All right. Mashalamka. So you would say Shalom Yah.
Shalom Yah. Tawah.
Most High Christ. So you doing good. All right. Okay, I can dig it. So your name is Tharapa'ah. You from the tribe of Judah. You're doing well. Your peace is well. All right. So last question. Makasaka.
Is that that's 6? That's number 6, correct, sir?
Yep, that's number 6.
Number 6.
So Ma is what? And Kasar is just want. Right? And we put that Ka as your. I'm asking you. So Kasar Ka, what do you want?
To eat, correct, sir?
Okay, so if you want to eat, right? All right, so the first thing you're gonna say is my want. So you would say Kasar Ya.
Of course. I'm getting there, sir.
Okay, take your time. Kasar Ya.
Or sorry, y'all.
Call.
Mm. I can't.
You good? Take your time. Sorry, y'all.
Corey. That's better because the tablet got me frustrated, sir.
That's okay. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry, y'all.
A call.
A car.
So that's saying that you want to eat. No time crash. Y'all give Aqua a hand. So all three of us, we were able to all have a full conversation, tell how we was doing, say how you doing, say our name, what do we want. And I think that turned out I think that was pretty good for our first time going around like that. So y'all give yourselves a hand. We're gonna do more of that. Now I got one thing to add to that. For next time we get started, I got one thing to add it, just so you will kind of get an idea of what we're gonna be doing the next time we get in here. All right. So let me see how I present it so you can see it without giving you everything, but I might just have to give you everything. Where is it at? Here we go. All right. So this is what we're going to be going over next. All right. The way that you say age is gayal. It's gayal. We already know how to say ma. So if I was going to say what's your age, I would say ma gayalka. That's how I would say what's your age, ma gayalka. And your response would be gayaya and whatever your name is. All right?
It's a lot,
Gayaya.
sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Y'all done made me put my age out here on the internet once.
Look,
How many times we gonna do it?
That was gonna be my next one, though. I was gonna say we can round up. You don't have to give your exact age. If everybody wants to be 18 or 21, that is fine with me. It'll be for classroom purposes. So I'm not gonna be. I won't be upset if we give out some user friendly ages. You know that's perfectly fine. But we are gonna do a little practice with the numbers. You know what I mean? With the numbers, you know what I'm saying different numbers. And I'm actually going and adding this phrase to it as well, just so we get a little bit more practice on actually, like I said, using it and being more practical with it. So my Gayal Ka, if asked, what's your name? Gayal Ya, my age is, and we'll go from there. If everybody is 20 is 2 scores or 1 score, everybody want to be 20 years old. I'm not mad at that. We all gonna be 1 score. You know what I'm saying? We all be 1 score. But y'all did a great job with the review for tonight. Officer Matai Zacharias in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You know, if he give y'all some flame emojis, y'all earned it. You know what I mean? So Most High Christ said excellent work. Y'all did a great job with that. And again, we're gonna do more of that. And with that, you know, you can have these conversations amongst yourselves now. And we're gonna start to have class. We come in class and that's how we greet each other. You know what I'm saying? We'll greet everybody that way and have everybody respond in kind. So y'all did a great job with that. The water for sticking with it. Again, my plan is to go with our age is next, or somebody's age is next. We'll go with age is next. Won't even necessarily be our age. It'll be age is next. You know what I mean? And we'll go from there. Our scriptures for tonight. Are going to be. We're going to start at Exodus chapter 28 and 18. And I forgot to put it inside the description, so I ended up just writing it. So we could see it. Let me see what we got. Aqua Thara Pa'ah. I'm going to start with you tonight. We're going to start with Aqua Thara Pa'ah with Exodus 28 and 18. I'm going to go ahead and get that up on screen. And we're going to go from there. Y'all did a great job. All right. Let me go ahead and get that right. I don't know if I want that. Well, no, that'll work. I can see it on my screen. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Did that work? Okay. All right, so I can see that on my screen. I can see all of y'all. I'm cheating. I got my phone, or I ain't got my other screen, my big screen, so I got my phone. I can see everybody on the phone. All right, so Aqua Power, we're gonna start with you. If you get the forward in line, and you let me know when you're ready.
Calm, sir. Wah,
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. Waha,
Waha, Ator,
Tawar. Waha Tawar. That's like Waha Tawar.
Awar,
All right.
Ha, Sana, Hasana,
Hashanya. Hashanya. Yep.
Asayan,
Yep.
Na, Na, Ha, so,
You was right there. Said try it again.
Na,
Na, pa, and a ka.
Aka, Na,
So napak.
Napa,
All right. Mosiah Christ.
Sapar,
Sup y'all. Sup
Sapar,
y'all. It's kind of like you got to kind of roll it together. Sup y'all.
Sapuar,
All right.
Wa, Ya, Waya, Balakam,
So no ka. So just waya halam.
Walahalam,
Waya halam. Mosiah Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So and in the English, I'm gonna get it for you in the English. Um, and the second. That's where you saw that shunya at the second. And the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. All right. So again, the Most High is giving specific instructions. Specific instructions. That whole idea, that whole concept of do as thy will. That comes directly from the devil. That comes directly from the oppressor. That's their mindset. That's how they are. Do as I do what I want to do. When you look at popular culture, movies, or whatever, that's normally the main theme. That's normally the main theme in a lot of the movies that they make. Trying to get rid of the all-seeing eye, the control, the order, being able to do whatever I want. That's normally the main thing with them because that's how they are. But for us, our culture, the Most High is very specific in what we are supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do. All right, so give Aqua Tharapa a hand. She did a great job of reading that. Aqua Tazarai, you up next. Aqua Tazarai is up next. Let me know if you can see that.
So yeah, I can see it.
All right, most side crazy. Let's get it.
Wow. Tawar.
Waha Tawar, yep.
Ha shala ya shaya.
Ha Shalashim. That's like Ha Shalash. Halash Salak. Yeah. Ha Shalah Yasham. No, I said that wrong. I know I'm saying Salak. Hold on, man. Let me get to what you call Shalash Yashay. One of them tongue twisters. Shalayat Shalayashia. Ha Shalayashia. Ha Shalayashia. Yeah, that's it. Try it with me. Ha Shalayashia.
Ha shala. Ha shala.
Ha Shalayashia.
Ha shala ya sha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Shalash is three. All right, so most sign cry. Yeah, that was a tongue twister there. All right, let's finish up. What you get?
Shalom.
Lasham.
Lasham. Oops.
Yep. That's all right. You talk
Shabaya. Shabaya.
Shabya.
Wa. Kalama.
Yeah, that's right. Waha Kalama. Waha Kalama. Waha Kalama. Good job. Most High in Christ. Give her a hand. These Jews, I can't have her read Jews in English, and y'all reading them in the Hebrew. Most High in Christ. All right, so let's get it. We're gonna read it in the English now. This is Exodus 28 and 19, and the third. That's shalash. That's what's throwing me off. That's shalash. And the third row, a lagura, an agate, and an amethyst. So again, he's very specific on how the Most High wants this to look. Don't just get up there and do what you want, throw your own thing together, you know, because you like the way it look. It ain't got nothing to do with what you like. It's how the Most High want it. He's very specific in his instructions. All right. All right. Next one is going to be Exodus 28 and 20. We're going to get Akbar Ra'ayah to read out Exodus 28 and 20.
Okay, Salakia, sir. Waha Tawar.
Yep.
Karabaya Aya.
Yep.
Tharashyash.
You got it.
Washaham.
Yep.
Wa Yashapa.
Well, yep. You got it.
Mashabat Zayam.
Mashabayim.
Mashabat.
Oh,
Do I got a title?
No, you're right. You're right. Masha Batazayim.
Mashabat Zayam.
Masha Batazayim. Correct.
Zahab.
Yep.
Yaha. Yahayawa.
Yahaywa. Yep.
Oh crap. Okay, my bad.
Oh no, you said it right. Yahaywa.
Okay. Bamala wa Afma.
Bamala wa Asam.
Oh, take the A off the end, so I can. I agree with how you said it.
You agree? Most High give her a hand. I started to say we gave you all the easy ones. How fast you're going? Then we got to the end, and nope, you're gonna get some of these jewels too, I guess. All right, Most High Christ. Let's read it in the English. Let's read it in the English. And the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold and their enclosings. All right. So again, the Most High is very specific on how we're building this altar. And that's again very common with us. We weren't able to just do what we want. And I always like to give the example or the analogy: if anybody has children, and you're trying to halfway raise them the correct way, you're not just gonna let them do whatever they want to do. Let me go ahead and get this off screen. I think that we're gonna end it there tonight. But you're not gonna want them to just do whatever they want to do. As a parent, you want to give them specific instructions. You know what I'm saying, to make sure they do things the correct way. If we leave it up to the kid, they finna go to school. They ain't brushing their teeth. They ain't gonna wash their face. They ain't gonna do none of that stuff because that's just not on a child's mind to do. Now, as they get older, hopefully they grow out of that stuff. But in the beginning, if you don't lay that groundwork down, ain't no telling what you get. You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna come home, the kids is picking on me about my teeth and my head, everything else. And again, it's because they didn't take care of those things to begin with. And it's the exact same thing when it comes to us. When we don't follow the Most High's instruction, it leaves us open to all these devils and heathens taking advantage of us, running over us. We got crime, we got addiction, and we wondering why. And it's all because we just didn't follow the instructions the Most High gave us to follow. You know what I mean? So y'all did a great job tonight. Everybody give everybody a hand. did an awesome job tonight. We right at 9. I think we did good on the time. We ain't gonna go no further. Y'all got a lot of notes and stuff to process to go over. We're gonna go down the road and get y'all out of here for the night so y'all can enjoy the rest of your Friday, the rest of y'all Friday night. Aqua Thara Pa'a held it down. You did a great job reading tonight. How you doing tonight? Or should I say, my shalamka?
Shalom Ka Tawab, sir.
So shalom yatawa.
Um,
You fine, you get it. You look, you an expert now. Shalom
see,
yatawa.
I'm trying to tell my husband. I was trying to tell my husband I don't want him to help me with it, and I'm terrible at it right now, sir.
No, you tawab, you're not terrible at all. You just we just got to practice. That's all. But don't never shortchange yourself. You ain't terrible at it. You know how many people that don't speak Hebrew, that don't know how to speak no Hebrew. You speaking Hebrew, so nah, you are not terrible at it.
I am terrible at it, sir.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself more credit. You doing great. You in here. So
Is
shalom
Shalom Yah
yatawa.
Tawab.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. How the little one doing?
He Tawab. He's right here, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, about you to
So y'all say Yahweh. He eating right. He busy eating, sir.
You getting them
Yahweh
snacks on.
all the Bahashem Yahshai.
I'm tempted to say he in there acting like Princess Tazara and them snacks right now. He on them snacks right now. You know you like snacks, Princess Tazara. Don't be looking like that. You know you like them snacks. Well, it's all right, right. But it's good to see you, Aquatara Pa'a. You keep on tuning in. You are doing a great job, all right? All right, Princess Tazara, you up next. Why you looking like that? You know you like snacks.
I know.
I like them too. You okay?
I got Onyx laying right next to me.
How long it take you to make that hoodie?
Not long.
Not long? You did a
Yeah.
good job on it.
Yeah,
I
I
think
did that.
you might be gifted. You did a great job on that hoodie.
Yeah, I actually came up with the design in my digital arts class.
Okay, most High Christ. I'm gonna have to start sending you some designs then. I got some ideas. You got design, I got ideas. We might have to get together, make some things happen. Most High Christ. Well, you did a great job in class tonight.
Thank you.
You did a great job in class tonight. Y'all make sure y'all practicing. You know what I'm saying? What we went over tonight. I think it's really good practice. And it's something that you can use. You know what I mean? So I think you did a great job. And Tawada for you joining us tonight. Okay.
Okay, and I miss seeing you in person.
I'm trying to get back. I've been up in the Midwest. Today was the first day it got hot. It's been chilly this whole time I've been here. Then it got hot, and I think I hear raining outside. I'm ready. I'm about tired of it. I am about tired of it. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Aquafra Aya.
Mashalamka.
Shalom. Shalom. I'm good. Y'all did a great job tonight. Y'all did a very good job. Mashalamka.
Shalom Yatawab. The water, sir.
No sign for Yandaba. Y'all did a great job. That was our first time really kind of going around and actually get to a halfway little mini conversation. I think it turned out very well. I definitely think it gave us some things that we can build off of that y'all can use on your own. And I think we starting off pretty good. By the end of this year, we gonna might not be as fast as Officer Urashima, but we're gonna be able to halfway understand what he's talking about. You know, so y'all did a great job tonight. You got anything else going on? I don't see your sidekick. I don't see your sidekick tonight.
Oh, she just Salaki, sir. She just got off work like maybe an hour ago. They had graduation. So
Okay, you talk to her, tell her she out here she cutting class. Here cutting class. You know what I'm saying?
She's watching because she was commenting when I messed up. So she's watching.
Nah, but it is that time to get them little ones out so they can get ready for their next year. You know, so that's what's up. That's what's up. The water for you joining us tonight. You did a great job. Everybody did a great job. Y'all give yourselves one more hand. The water for Aqua Tower Bob, Aqua Vazara Kai in the chat, holding it down as usual. I love it for them little ones, the real little ones. They gonna be straight because they're learning it from the beginning. They learning it from the beginning. It'll become second nature to them, and they're gonna be correcting us. You know, nah, you don't say it like that. You say it like this, and we're gonna be like, you know, we're gonna be like, all right, Most High Christ. We're gonna hit them with the Most High Christ, you know, and that's gonna be all right. But so the water for everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody off screen so y'all can get to y'all night, get through these security announcements. I got them around here somewhere. So with that being said, let me get everybody out of here so y'all can get back to y'all lovely night. All right, and that right there is the Lashawan Qadash class. Again, we weren't using no special mirrors, no tricks or nothing like that. They were really actually reading and speaking that Hebrew. So don't think that you can't do it. You saw all the students on class who come on here every Friday and they learn. And you can see the results of that. They've done a great job. It was an awesome class. Hopefully everybody is out there, you know what I'm saying, got something y'all can take away and utilize later on. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get to these security announcements. I got them somewhere around here. Matter of fact, I know exactly where I put them at. But we ain't here now. I got high tech. I got a little file I stuck them in. You know what I mean? So I can get to them. Now watch, I can't find it. All right, so we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Under command of Yahweh since 1969. Oh, hold on, Salakia. Yahweh Shemar, Bahashim, Yahweh. We got Aqua Dap around the building. She said, you ain't going to hit me with the no attendance. I'm in here. Most High Christ, the water Aqua. You know what I'm saying? The water Aqua. Hopefully the graduation went well. You know what I mean? And the water for you joining. I knew you was out there somewhere. I just messed around. I knew you was out there somewhere. Y'all are some of the best students in all of Israel when it comes to this Lashawan Qadash. You know what I'm saying? We are not affiliated with with any Christian organization. We're not affiliated with no fake Israelite group. You know, I don't see how anybody could be at this point. But if you are, Lord be with you. But we know He in here with us. You know what I'm saying? They rule for new brothers and sisters coming to school. They're off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry or to court one another. After another 6-month period, they'll get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, or my Ishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund. It's a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, and it's going to be in whatever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We are inside of the Feast of First Fruits now, and the close of that Feast of First Fruits is going to be June 8th. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Just find out how we're gonna close it out. I got a strong feeling we're gonna be getting together. Got a strong feeling, but y'all stay tuned. Call the number on the screen, 757-550-1204, to find out about any events, anything that we got going on at the school, closing of the feast and so forth. And if you need anything, if you need counseling, you need direction, you need guidance. If you need one of them little personal help, you know what I'm saying, outside of, you know what I'm saying, the classes, by all means call that number. That number is not there just to have something scrolling on the screen at the bottom of the screen for a class. If you want to be a trooper, brother want to be an officer, whatever it may be, if you come into these classes and you just out there watching ain't good enough, you know what I'm saying, you out there watching this ain't good enough, you call that number, 757-550-1204. You make sure you're in all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, war scarf, ready to war, ready to go to war. Sisters, y'all can't be troopers, but you definitely can be a part of that school. That same number, 757-550-1204. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. You know what I'm saying, to all the different media channels and sites that we got. We got several different series, new series, what they call Beef. That's one of our new series we got. We also got Sad Hard Lessons. sad, hard lessons, earning God's protection. A lot of times we throw up empty prayers if you're not in here. You know what I mean? Praying and hoping magic words is going to save you, and that's not going to save you. What will save you, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, is following God's laws, statutes, and commandments, learning what to do and what not to do. And we actually have rules and ordinance as far as what we can and what we can't do. And part of the reason that we suffer so much is because we do a lot of things we are not supposed to do because nobody ever taught us otherwise. So that's sad, hard lessons. We also have a series called They Always Get Away. They always get away. So often you will see this oppressor do us any kind of way, unalive us, and get away forever. Never be held accountable, never be brought to justice. And we go into some of those cases on that series. They always get away. The water for everybody joining us and everybody tuning in to this Lashawan Qadash class tonight. We're going to give a courtesy salute to all of the Akim that's out there, all the Akim that's out there. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shabbaraka Thumb. To all the Akim that's out there watching, and give a courtesy salute to all the Akwathian that's out there, all the sisters. Yahweh Shema, Alathan Bahashem, Yahweh Shada, all the Akwathian that's out there watching. And with that, Shalom, Israel.
Man, it's gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, Black people get a new identity.
America wants the Black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly up. Make a move on us, we tune you up. Absolutely, man, we know you future. You ain't fooling us. In the cut with them
Things made for who? Our state. For who? Our state. This whole world was made for Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, Black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? It's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. One West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
Yes, if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.